stay on your toes, kid.
Hello everybody, welcome back to SpongeBob Truth or Square. We're doing this. I don't know what this means or what it is, but I pressed A on the picture and that happened. And I think the goal is to get all of these items in here in the house overworld to do stuff. I don't know. It says something's missing around here. I'm guessing it's finding objects in the levels and then they appear there and you can do stuff. Let's do some upgrades. I have some points to spend, so I wanted to figure out what the fuck is up with that. In general, here, in between these levels here, I just wanted to take a moment to actually explore around the pineapple a little bit and get an idea of, like, what the hell any of this shit is. So yeah, here's Gary's bowl upgrade. We upgraded it to have food in it. And Gary took 2 bites of it and loved it. And he just took a big fat shit onto the newspaper and also shitted out a bunch of coins. And we're gonna upgrade his bed to not have poop on it. And there you go. So, I don't know. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I have 3 out of 7 of the silver happiness objects. I think I have 2 out of the 4 bronze ones. I'm guessing the bronze ones are in the earlier levels, and I have to go back into them. I don't know how much of that I'm going to do. Like I said at the beginning, this isn't like a 100% LP. It's a blind run. I'm playing through it for the first time, and I'm really just trying to get to the end of the game. Like, just see the end credits type shit. But, you know, if there's something cool, or if I have to do it to unlock any levels that are normal, then, you know, I might go back and revisit at least one of the levels. Might do it off screen, and then, you know, if anything cool happens, I can include it. And, yeah, I guess you can also buy costumes, one of which is just the Krusty Krab hat. I might put on one of these before the next part. You also can add a pair of pants. But I don't know, I hate spending points and money in video games, so... Oh, this was me, if I wanted to split the video there, that's where I was gonna do it. Here's a SpongeBob animation that we haven't seen yet. It's his leg coming off of him and kicking him in the ass. And I think this is me checking the time. I didn't really, like, look at this beginning part, I guess. I just kind of scrubbed through it in DaVinci and was like, okay, this is the part where I was running around the pineapple. But anyway. Now we're talking to Patrick again, and we're gonna start the next level proper.
I'm beginning to remember where the formula is. It's in Bikini Bottom somewhere. Oh, I'm still too sad to remember anything. I need more happy.
Well, remember when we helped Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy come out of retirement?
Patrick looked a little weird there. I mean, I guess the mouth movement is pretty good, especially compared to, like, Battle for Bikini Bottom on pretty much all of the characters, but it's particularly good. The facial animation is particularly good on SpongeBob. This is, like, the 4th fucking time I've brought this up, so I hope you enjoy hearing about it. And I hope you got that trivia question right, or you're a fake fan. So anyway, here we have the Mermalair, and it's got the Mermalair music from Battle for Bikini Bottom, because this game is kind of like Battle for Bikini Bottom in several ways. I feel like that game really is the quintessential SpongeBob game, because, like, I feel like at least 2 or 3 newer SpongeBob games, including this one, have, like, either aped from it directly in some sense, using assets or concepts or whatever, or music, or they seem to be, like, trying to rekindle that sort of vibe. That's kind of what, I mean, you have Rehydrated, obviously, is a remaster of it. And then, Plankton's Robotic Revenge, which I never played. I think it's for the Wii U, and I think it got pretty bad reviews. But that one seemed to me, when I saw the trailer for it back when it was coming out, that seemed like it was trying to be like basically a spiritual sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom. And then bits that I've seen from Cosmic Shake and whatever the other new one is that looks better than Cosmic Shake. I get BFBB vibes from that too, so I don't know. And then, of course, the movie game is just kind of like a Battle for Bikini Bottom expansion pack. I would really like to play one of the PC SpongeBob games on here. I mean, obviously, I started Employee of the Month, and that's going nowhere, and we've talked about that, but I mean, like, the Battle for Bikini Bottom PC version, which I've never actually played. I've played the movie game PC version and the Lights, Camera, Pants PC version. And I would really like to finish Employee of the Month, but I have to figure out a way to fucking play it. I probably have to, like, run Linux on it, honestly. That seems to be the only reliable way to run it on, like, a modern machine. I mean, I did get it working on a Windows XP virtual machine before, so, like, theoretically I should be able to do that again, but it only worked once. So I should have just recorded literally the entire game in one sitting when I got it to work, just in case. I mean, it only takes like an hour and a half to beat. But, whatever. Anyway, happy Friday. I just remembered I have to text my sister happy birthday. But yeah, it's Friday afternoon when I'm recording this. I just got back from work. It was a long fucking week, a very annoying week at work. Most of the people I work with are out either on vacation or FMLA, and it was a busy week. It would have been a busy week if we were all here, so the fact that it was only two of us managing all of this stuff was pretty stressful. And also all of our like equipment is breaking. The people above us who could do something about that have known about this issue for months now and haven't done anything about it because no one wants to pay for it. So it's just a fucking mess, and we had like a nightmare scenario where something we had a pretty critical piece of equipment shut down during a big thing, and yeah, it sucked. So, I'm trying to, people who have watched my videos for a while know that, like, I rarely ever talk about my current jobs in any detail. So I'm being very vague and not saying anything about, like, what precisely is going on or where exactly I work, but, just know it was annoying, and we were understaffed, and things are annoying. But it's also been really terrible weather this week. It's been raining constantly, and then in this part of the country and the world, for every you would think after it was like 100+ degrees for several days out of the month last month, you would think that a few days of rain would be like good and it would like cool you off from the heat. But it just made it unbelievably humid. And like for every one day that it rains, you have like 5 days afterward that fucking suck and are like muggy and shitty. So we've been having a lot of those. It's either been raining or it's been like an 80-degree dew point day, and it fucking sucks. And I walk around outside for 2 minutes and it feels like my clothes are melting into my skin. I found out just today that today's like dew point and humidity and temperature level in Philly were equal to the average for the Amazon rainforest. So really, really cool. And yeah, just terrible humid weather. I'm really excited for summer to be fucking over at this point, if I'm being honest. I'm much more of a fall and winter head myself. Although those have their own problems, and apparently this winter is going to be fucked because there's like a super El Nino coming, and it's going to make temperatures crazy, and like, I'm not smart enough about like meteorology and shit to know exactly what that means for my region. And I mean, it's all kind of guesswork in general. It's the only consensus is that it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be really bad, and that it, ooh, whoopsie, I moved my keyboard for a sec. And that, yeah, it's gonna be like, you know, one of the most extreme temperature events in human history or whatever. So that's cool. It's I've been really like, and it's hard not to be, but I've been particularly in these hot times, you know, for the last month or two, I've been like particularly doomer about climate change, which is like, I feel like one of the only issues that I think it's 100% reasonable to be a doomer about. Like, it's actually kind of the response I would hope that a person has. But, because I feel like if you're not, then you don't really get it. Like, you don't understand what's happening. Or you do, and you, I feel like, have to be extremely optimistic to the point of being naive. But, you know, you can't, there's not much that there's nothing to do with that feeling, and there's nothing to, you know, I'm not doing anything to help it. There's not really anything you can do individually to help it, if I'm being honest, at this point. I mean, we're running out of time for where there could be something we could do as a society, and we're not even a little bit thinking about doing that. So, so yeah, it sucks. It's just one of those things that you kind of like, it's like when you first learn that you're gonna die. It's like there's not really a good thing to tell yourself about it. It's just kind of, you just have to get over, you have to not think about it, basically. So, yeah, but it's depressing, and I don't like that it's super hot. I gotta look up if there's anywhere, oh look, another death. I think that's the second one of the run. Pretty gruesome too. SpongeBob like gets all of his skin ripped off and his skeletons underneath. It's pretty fucked up. But yeah, I gotta look up if there's anywhere, and if anyone commenting knows if there's been any, you know, because climate change has different effects regionally. So I figure there's got to be at least one place on Earth where by like mid-century, where things really have begun to pop off, probably with climate change. Probably, you know, Miami underwater will be around that point by then. This part's really fucking annoying, by the way. You have to find stuff that's hidden underneath these flower things, and you have to keep resetting to get the sandy using the cheese blocks. I know it's SpongeBob, but it looks like cheese. It kind of looks like loofah sponges, honestly. Okay, I had to have a little sip break there. I've been talking too much. My throat was getting scratchy. Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. Like I said, just don't think about it. Just random thought, but the bigger robots in this game, the ones that have like the big hammer or the big swinging guys, they remind me of some of the robots from the game Rise of the Underminer. So there's a thought for you. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, last weekend I did a Twitch stream where I watched some old SpongeBob episodes. I've been doing that. I started it in January, I've been doing it off and on for a little while, going on Twitch, usually with Sydney, and we've been watching through the early SpongeBob episodes in order. My goal is to get up to, as I've talked about, to get up to the point in the newer episodes, which is like starting in season 7-ish, where we get into the new territory for me with SpongeBob, and can have a first reaction to some new SpongeBob episodes. But there's also a bunch of the like seasons 4 through 7 episodes that I probably have not seen in a long time. Like Truth or Square I hadn't seen since it came out, until I rewatched it recently. So, I might do that again sometime soon, but if you're watching this on the day that it came up, the VOD should still be up on Twitch, but it'll probably go away in a couple weeks. But keep your eye out for that. Follow me on Twitch if you don't already, because I do want to do more of those coming up. Maybe even this weekend, we'll see. I also have been I've been thinking about wanting to do, like, it would be cool to do some sort of, like, short-form video content. I mean, God knows it's, like, it's, like, the only thing that gets views anymore on, for video content. And I'm already behind the trend because I've already missed the time where the majority of the most watched YouTube shorts were not generated with AI. But, yeah, the two things that I've considered, like, putting on my main channel as shorts, or maybe even TikToks, which I'm not on TikTok. I have, like, forsworn installing. At the end of the day, it just comes down to I hate installing apps on my phone. But yeah, between like Twitter and Reddit and YouTube bullshit, I don't need another fucking thing to look at, so I just, and I already am perfectly privy to like things that are going on TikTok through other internet shit, and Liv showing me them. So a lot of people's TikToks also live as YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, so, if you follow someone on something and they also make TikToks, chances are you probably are seeing the TikToks even if you don't have the app. All that to be said, the two types of videos that I think I would do as shorts or TikToks are like YouTube poop style videos, which I've always wanted to make but never actually tried, and it would be fun. And movie reviews, which I've done in the past, but I think they would be pretty good as just like 1 or 2 minute quick things of whatever thing that just came out. Because sometimes one of the reasons I stopped making movie review videos was because I don't always have a lot, like a video's worth of stuff to say about a movie, and so it would be nice to have the option to just have the video be like 25 seconds and be like, this movie was bad. So I don't know. Let me know what you think of that. I've been thinking of doing something short just to fill in the gaps between content on my main channel, you know what I mean? And I think the reviews would probably be best. I feel like trying to get, I'm already trying to be Machinima God. I think also trying to invade the YouTube poop space would be a little presumptuous of me. I'm no very tall Bart or anything. But I do love YouTube poops. My probably like most ambitious non-commercially viable film idea that I would love to do is try to make a feature-length YouTube poop movie, which I guess would either have to be like an archival doc of sorts where I take, like a YouTube poop, I take like source footage and edit it in that way, but then I feel like if I do that, then I've just made like a 90-minute YouTube video. Like I've just made like a YouTube poop compilation video, and what I want is to make a movie, but it is edited like and feels like a YouTube poop. And so I think the way to do would actually be to write entire scenes that probably don't really have much to do with each other. Write entire scenes, or maybe even write an actually full coherent screenplay and shoot scenes, but then edit them as a YouTube poop, and you don't get to see like what the original thing that the source material I'm riffing on. You don't see what the movie was supposed to be. You see this like fucked up, stupid edited version of it, YouTube poopified version of it. I like that idea. I don't know what the like actual content of what you would be seeing would be, which, you know, that's the part that I would need to figure out. But I like that idea as a conceit. I think it's unique, and it would be a fun challenge, and it would, again, probably be very alienating to the average audience member. I forget what game this reminds me of. I mean, I guess Battle for Bikini Bottom. This kind of feels like something they would do as like a rolling ball challenge or something in one of those. Anyway, one last little enemy horde, I guess. I don't know what you call these. Battle arenas, maybe, where you have like a set number of you're like in an enclosed space, and you have a set number of enemies that you need to beat before you can progress. I don't know if there's like a cool word for that. I know boss rush is like, you know, you fight a bunch of bosses in a row. So yeah. Yeah, these things, these big things, they remind me of Underminer robots. They also remind me of the fucking crazy, like, spinning razor blade in the bushes traps in the Over the Hedge video game. Funnily enough. I'm surprised I didn't fucking die at this part. I'm getting my ass beat. Luckily, these things usually spit out a pretty good number of underpants. That tongue is crazy. Fuck.
Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy, I knew it was you. Don't you recognize me? I'm that Sponge Kid. Although I'm not wearing my super skivvies right now, but it's me, all right.
Who is this Joker? I can't see too good.
He's the Joker. I like how he said super skivvies. It's funny. I like when SpongeBob uses funny language like that. That's like last night before? I don't know. A couple days ago, I made Liv watch the movie Little Rascals, which is a canonical Tim film that I watched a lot when I was a little kid. And she had never seen it, so I thought we'd watch it, because I thought she would think it was cute and funny. And she did. And it is. It holds up pretty well. I had a nice time revisiting it. I hadn't seen it in a long time. And it's great for that. It's because it's based on, like, cereals from the 30s and 40s. Like, short films, not breakfast cereals. It's a lot of, like, old-timey language, even for the time. And I'm a fan of that type of humor. Anyway, thank you for watching. Next time we'll be talking to Squidward again. See you next time for more Truth or Square.